All right, today we're going to look at concepts and practice strategies for adding outside licks to our guitar playing. Now our examples are going to be over A minor 7, that type sound. And what we're going to use to go outside is the tritone substitution. Now, the tritone substitution for A minor is going to be E flat minor, okay? So you can play pentatonic type stuff, but you can also play Dorian if you want to. Now, we're going to look at the A minor Dorian in this area right around the 5th and 7th fret. Now, when you're playing outside licks, you're kind of going in between the chord and scale tones for A minor or whatever chord you're playing over. So you're kind of sidestepping in and out, and that concept called sidestepping is used for multiple things. Today, we're going to be sidestepping into the tritone substitution. So without making things too difficult, I'll show you a couple patterns that you can play. Now, we do have A minor right here like I just played. That's A minor Dorian. But then we have E flat minor. There's your E flat right there. There's your chord voicing E flat. So let's start at the E flat right here at the 8th fret, 3rd string. All right, that's E flat Dorian right there. We will also look at E flat right here, but it's a little smaller fragment. Now, as you see, here's a chord tone for A minor right here, okay? So you see how you can play something kind of in the outside and then go back in. So you can start a lick inside, go outside, and then resolve back in. That's kind of the trick that you have to do. Maybe start out with 4 notes in A minor, then kind of sidestep into 4 notes in E flat minor, and then just kind of go back and forth. It does take a while to start to get that sound. All right, next up, I'm going to show you a couple patterns that you can play. All right, let's look at a couple patterns now to try to make it a little bit easier for you to understand what is actually going on. Once again, we're using A minor as the main tonality and then going into the tritone substitution, which is going to be E flat minor. All right, the first pattern we're going to look at, we have A minor right here, A, B, C, D, E. Then going outside, we are going to start on the E flat right here at the 4th fret, 2nd string. E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat. So literally, the first thing you should do is practice both of those together. Literally go. Right. Now that's going outside and then resolving back in on the root, on the A. All right, so now let's do the same thing, but we're going to resolve to the 5. The 5 is right here on the 2nd string. So literally you could go. So what I did there was I changed the direction going back to my resolution note, which is the E. Right? Sounds even better if you go and then slide back in to that, the 5. Right? Same thing up above with the root. Right? Now both of those are great. You definitely want to practice those just to get it into your ear, right? Now the second pattern we're going to look at is right here. I played it a few minutes ago. That's your E flat pattern. Here's your A minor right here. What we're going to do is we're going to use the third up here, the flat 3, which is C, as the target. So what we'll do is we'll sidestep once again, just play it straight up without fragmenting it too much. So there's your E flat. Alright, then I changed directions once I got into the first string and then resolved into the third of A minor. And then you go from there. Now I'm only going to show you a couple examples today for people that are really trying to get this under control and understand how to resolve properly. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many ideas or tricks. This is just simply to get you started and to work on your ear. All right, so now I'm going to show you these licks with the keyboard playing A minor. All right, here's the one that resolves to the 5. We've got... Practice it nice and slowly. All right, now let's resolve to the root on the first string, the A. Let's resolve to the third, the flat 3 of A on the first string at the 8th fret. All right, there's a couple concepts for you. Now I'll play a couple licks using them with the keyboard behind me. All right, here's a lick for you in that same first area that we were looking at the 5 and the root. All right, here's another one. Let's try a different one. All right, here's a quick one going up the E flat minor and then resolving into the C. Here's one more way to practice the lines going in and out. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you'd like a tab of this lesson, please join my Patreon. It's only $5 a month.